This is Nick with logosbynick.com, and in this tutorial I'll be demonstrating how you can curve your text using Affinity Designer. So to get us started, I'm going to go to File and click on New to create a new document. I'll leave the defaults as they are, click on Create. And for this demonstration I will be putting the text on a circle. So I'll grab the circles and ellipses tool over here, click and drag to create a circle. I'm going to hold the Shift key so that it creates a perfectly round circle like that. And then I just want to place this on the center of the page. So I'll click on this alignment icon right here, and I'll center it up on the horizontal and vertical axis like that, and then close out of that. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to grab the text tool and click on the path to place some text around this path. But in order for this to work, you have to make sure you have your path selected like you see here. I just created the circle now, so it's selected by default. But if for whatever reason your path is not selected like you see here, just grab the Select tool, select your path, and now that you have it selected, you can go ahead and grab your artistic text tool like this. And as you hover your cursor over the edge of the path, you'll notice the cursor icon changes from a letter A to a letter T with a squiggly line under it. Let me zoom in on this a little bit so I can see it better. I'm going to hold Control and roll up the mouse wheel a couple of times to zoom in. And if you notice, I'm hovering the cursor over the edge of the path like that. And once you see that squiggly line under the letter T, that's how you know you are clear to go ahead and click on it. And now you can place your text on that path. So I'm going to write text on a path. Now if you notice here on my screen, the text was put on the outside of the path. Depending on where you clicked exactly, your text may be on the inside of the path. To change that, you could just click this reverse icon at any time, reverse text path. And as you see here, it is now on the inside of the circle. I want this to be on the outside of the circle for this demonstration, so I'm going to put that back. And now what I want to do is I want to adjust the position of the text. Because if you notice here, we have this green handle and this orange handle. This green handle represents the starting point of the text, and this orange handle represents the end point of the text. So what I want to do is I want to take this text and place it perfectly along the top half of this circle right here. To do that, I'm going to take the end point and I'm going to snap it onto this right quadrant over here. Once it gets to the right side, it'll snap on there, as you see happening on my screen. And then I want to take this green handle and snap this onto the left quadrant of the circle over here like that. Now if you notice, it took the text and put it all the way to the left side of the circle. That's because we have the text aligned to the left. If we align it to the center, now it's on the center of the path like that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to change the font and the size. I'm going to triple click this to select all of it. I'm going to change this to a different font. I'm going to use something like League Gothic. You can use whatever font you'd like though. And to change the size, you can use this drop-down menu over here. What I like to do is just hover the cursor over the measurement right there and just roll up the mouse wheel, and it'll increase the size. And likewise, if you roll down the mouse wheel, it'll decrease the size. So I'm going to make that about that big like that. And that right there is looking pretty good. That's what I'm going for. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some text. I'm going to put some additional text on the bottom half of the circle. So to do that, let me first deselect this text. I want to put the cursor at the very end of the word over here. As you see, this blinking cursor, we want that at the very end. And once it's positioned right there, you could press Enter on the keyboard, and it'll allow you to create some new text on the inside of the circle. So I'm going to type again, text on a path. And if you see here, we now have this text on the inside of the circle. Problem is, it's not centered up on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the handles of these. If you notice, we now have new handles for this second line of text. This green handle right here on the left side was for this original text, and this orange handle right here was for this original text as well. We now have new handles for this bottom text. This one's located right here, and this one's located right here. So I'm going to put the end point at the right quadrant, just like we did previously, and then take the beginning point and put that at the left quadrant, as we did previously. And if you notice now, it is now centered on the inside of the bottom circle right there. However, there is another problem we've run into. If you notice, placing the text on the inside of the circle has collapsed the spacing between these letters over here. So to space these letters out, I'm going to triple click them to select all of them, and I'm going to hold Alt on the keyboard, and I'm going to press the right arrow key to add some space between them. And again, this works in reverse. If you want to decrease the space, you can hold Alt and use the left arrow key. I'm just going to use the right arrow key to put that space, get that spacing more consistent with what we see up here. And if you want to change the spacing between individual letters as opposed to the entire word, what you can do is you could put the cursor just between the two letters and then do the same thing. Hold Alt and use the left arrow key. And you can navigate around and do the same thing. I'm just going to go through here and make these letters a little more consistent as far as the spacing goes. Oops. And that's looking pretty good right there. Okay, so if we notice up here, we have this text on the inside of the circle and this text on the outside of the circle. What if we want to take this text and place it on the inside of this circle, but keep it upright so that it's still positioned, you see here? To do that, you can select this text, and where it says baseline, you want to click on that and just adjust that. And if you notice, I'm bringing down the baseline of the text to the inside of the circle. And you'll notice that it snaps once it gets to the inside of the circle like that. And again, that's right there is what we're looking for. But again, we're running into the problem with the spacing between the letters being collapsed. So again, I'm just going to hold Alt and use the right arrow key to space that out a little more. And then I'll go through and manually adjust these as needed. And I'd say that's looking pretty good right there. If I grab this select tool and zoom out a little bit, you can see we have successfully wrapped our text around a circle using Affinity Designer. Now, once you're finished, if you want to convert this to curves, what you could do at any point is you can select the text and click on Convert to Curves. And now it's no longer a text object. That is now a vector path that you can export and use accordingly. So I think that should do it for this tutorial. That is how you can put text on a path so that you can curve it using Affinity Designer. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. And as always, thanks for watching.